What's up, YouTube? I am just got off work, did Lyft for a couple hours. So this is probably gonna be a little short video. I just had to tell you about things that's going on in my city. For all you don't know, I'm in Cincinnati. And so I was driving the bus today. Later on tonight, I had a pickup downtown. And the police was blocking off the streets. I was getting pissed, like, come on, I'm running late for this pickup. Get out the way. And they must have had some kind of something going on down there at the, guess the music, the theater or whatever. And so I'm thinking all this traffic is from that. So once the police blocked it off, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I rolled down the window and I started hearing a lot of noise, a lot of people. And then next thing you know, I see a protest come walking down the street. It had to be 200 or 300 people with signs. They was protesting immigration. They were saying, no hate, no hate, no something. Immigrants are welcome here, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, stuff. Now this Trump stuff, they done already started. So then, after I pick up and drop off, and so I stopped and I called my sister. I was like, guess what? They down there protesting. She was like, she started telling me about something else that went on here in the city. I guess some, not KKK, but, affiliates were putting up swastikas and banners on the highway. Now, they were doing this next to one of the roughest neighborhoods in Cincinnati. And so once they got around on Instagram, yeah, the hood came through. They came through and shut it down. Police had to, they chased them out of there. The police had to, come in there and save everything. But they are pissed. The neighborhood is pissed. They didn't like that near their neighborhood. They wasn't going for it. And this, I'm not going to make this a political video, but this is what I was more worried about when he got hired. I'm not going to say no names, but you know who I'm talking about. That the stuff that be coming out his mouth will start some of the pale faces to believe they can do things like they did 100 years ago. I'm here to tell you, if they do that, black folks ain't going to take too kindly to it. It's not 100 years ago. The people are in a different mind state. I don't promote no violence, but I was afraid his mouth would just ruin the country. Definitely. South Africa president already said he gave the Americans that's there, I'm giving you 24 hours to get out. Trump want to do this. He want to deport all these people. Then whoever is American have to get out in 24 hours. So now it's like, dang. Makes you not want to travel now. Like, oh my God, he's messing it up. You'll be afraid to go to a country that's not friendly to his punk behind. So I'll be watching a lot of travelers, and I'm like, oh my God. And I know one in particular that's in South Africa right now. And I'm like, I wonder what he got to say about it. But one thing about it is he's a world traveler, so I'm sure he's going somewhere else anyway if it gets rough. But yeah, and this is, the Canadian Prime Minister, he was like, he took American goods off the shelf. And then he put a tariff on anything that come to Canada. So I'm just wondering. I'm gonna see um, in the coming days how the rest of the world is reacting to him, because nobody likes him. Nobody. I talked to many different people from many different countries, and they always say, "Your president, he's crazy." And now on the immigration status, immigrations are some of the illegal aliens or some of the immigrants voted for him. And I'm like, didn't you hear what he said? He's getting rid of all y'all, even people that has a green card. Why would you vote? I don't get it. And then the black people that voted, I don't get it. He ain't for you. Now, if you just wanted to be a Republican, I'm fine with that. But you got to choose a better Republican. I mean, we look back over time where some of the other Republican presidents became president or whatever, and we thought they were bad. Nah. This dude right here, he ain't playing. And all y'all who voted for him and all y'all who think he's not a good businessman, he had a bunch of businesses that failed. Now, the people that invested lose their money, but he comes out smelling like a rose. But y'all think he's such a good businessman. Okay, all right. Yeah, he's a good businessman because he know how to get people to invest in what he's doing. Just like he did to get the presidency. He know what to say to get those people that like what he says. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna talk about. I ain't saying nothing else. Now, one more thing. And for those rappers that stood up there and performed, shaking my head. That's all I'm saying. All right. But other than that, my day went pretty good. I mean, they worked me like a scalded dog. They ran me all over the city, hard, no breaks. And by the time I got my lunch, I was so daggone hungry. I definitely didn't eat right today. I had White Castles. If you know where White Castles is, if you're in an area that has White Castles, you already know that is not eating right. It's similar to the people in the South with crystals. But I just had to put something in my belly because I hadn't had anything to eat all day. So I only ate once today. But it's all good. It gets great. It gets greater later. But I just had to speak on that. I just couldn't believe what's going on in my city right now. And there are protests in LA and a few other places. And that's just with a little scrolling and looking up news, but it's happening all over, and there's gonna be more. Like I told one of my co-workers, I said, this is just the beginning. It ain't even 30 days? Barely 30 days. It was January 20th? Yeah, no. So he ain't even made no waves yet. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I got to get strapped up and papered up, because I don't know what's in store for us in the U.S. I got to get strapped up and papered up anyway. just said what happened with my money. Like I said, I'm not trying to work another 10 years. I'm just not trying to do it. I used to do my own business, hunter drywall and remodeling, but like I said, I can't do that anymore. I can't starting off because I would have to put in a lot of hours, and my body says nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And I wish my sons would have got interested earlier. I tried to get them into it. They could have been my muscle. So right now they're down in St. Louis working for their uncle, which I used to work for. And that's basically why he want me to come down there and train them all and run the company. I'm like, no. No. I'll be having that thought in my mind, like we can do some big things, but then I'll get up in the morning and my knees be killing me. And I'm like, no, get that thought out your mind. You ain't on that. You ain't on that anymore. Nah, it's all good. It's all good though, because like I said, I'm starting some things now. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn the process to do some things. And it may take me a year or so to get that together and get it all situated where I start making some money. But when I do, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. I can do it anywhere in the world. Sky is the limit. So, with that being said, I hope y'all having a blessed day. Hope everything is going pretty good for you. No, not pretty good, good. And another thing I want to say. So if anybody know of any, put it in the comments. If you know any black businesses that have their own shoes, let me know, because I'm getting ready to totally commit to not spending money outside of black-owned businesses. Here and there what I need to do, but I'm not getting ready to spend all my money on Nike, all these other brands. Let's just say that. I ain't gonna name no names and products, but I'm not getting ready to do it. I'm not getting ready to do it. I'm not getting ready to spend my money. I'm gonna put it where it can benefit us. That's what I'm gonna do. So if you know any that sell anything, clothes, shoes, whatever, hair. I know a few hair care products and facial products and stuff like that. I don't need hair care products, as you can see, but I always need something for my little goatee. Even though I might trim that up tomorrow, who knows? I might grow my chin strap again. But anyway, stuff like that. If you know of any, put it in the comments. Share a link or something so I can check that out. Because there is a website. Man, I can't remember it. I went on it a few times, and they didn't have a lot of stuff that I want. I didn't see any shoes. I seen T-shirts and stuff like that, but I want a complete wardrobe where I can get a complete wardrobe. I'd rather have their name on than somebody else's name on there. You know what I mean? At least, we gotta, and I know it's easier said than done, because a lot of these black businesses, a lot of businesses they're not professional enough or good enough. The standards is high right now. When you start a business, you really got to have everything together. So but I do spend black where I can. Definitely, always have. I'm always gonna help out them, whether I see them on the street or, in their stores. Might pay a little bit more, but they're a small business. They can't, they don't have price where they can get prices better when you can order 1,000 of so and so article and you get a discount. No, they can't do it like that. So I'm willing to pay a little bit more, but I definitely need some different shoes, a more variety of shoes, because I don't wear. We call them here. We grew up calling them gym shoes. Wherever you from, you might call them sneakers. I've heard tennis shoes, but you all know what I'm talking about. J's, something like that. Never owned a pair. Never owned a pair. Never will. But with that being said, I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna get me a shower and get in the bed and relax. No, actually, I'm gonna study some more before I go to bed. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna study some more because I'm serious about. I gotta create financial wealth, so I need to study the process of how I'm gonna do that. I pretty much got an idea, but I'm gonna work it like school. That's how I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna work it like school. All right, I'm gone. Peace out.